Hey yo! Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Showcase Presents Booster Gold. Take a look at this boosterific cover right here. Now I've talked a little bit about Booster Gold in my DC Universe Classic review. However, I only talked a little bit about him. So in this review, I'm not only going to talk about the content of this comic, but also about Booster as a character. Now, I made it no secret, I love Booster Gold a lot, because he's unlike any other superhero out there. Where most superheroes leave the scene when the deed is done, Booster sticks around for publicity, for the press. He's completely shameless, obsessed with wealth, women, and power. Booster Gold is an ambitious son of a bitch, and you gotta love him for it. See, Booster Gold is the superhero equivalent of a celebrity. And now, I don't care about celebrity stuff. No, that's my girlfriend's thing. She loves People's Magazine, The Hills, MTV, Entertainment Tonight, Star, all that kind of stuff. But I don't care about that. I don't care about celebrities. I don't care about other people's lives. But it works with Booster Gold, and I'll tell why later. See, Booster Gold is actually from the future, and he was a very successful college football player. But due to hard times, he had to start betting on himself and developed a gambling problem. This caught whim, and he got kicked out of school and couldn't play football anymore. To support his sister and his mother, he picked up a job at the Science Museum. While there, he came up with the crazy idea of going back in time and making fortunes as a superhero. He took his faithful companion, Skeet, a robotic security droid, stole a Legion's flight ring, Brainiac 5's force field device, a superpower suit, and also a wristband laser weapon, and Rip Hunter's time-traveling device, and went back in the past to become a celebrity superhero. Now, a lot of people up front will say, well, if he has knowledge of the future, why doesn't he prevent every big occurrence that ever happens? Well, see, that kind of gets answered up front. The history between, say, 1980 to 2050 is missing. The historical records are gone. So Booster Gold doesn't know everything that happens. He only knows bits and pieces. This thing makes things a lot more logical, because in reality, if Booster Gold knew everything about the past, he could prevent every big crisis to ever happen. Right away, Booster Gold establishes himself as a premier superhero. He saves the president's life. And where Booster Gold may not be that important to us in our world, he becomes a public, popular superhero here. People love him. They do. And then other people hate him. A lot of people are 50-50. A lot of people are like, oh, Booster Gold, he is the man. And a lot of girls are like, oh, I would love to do Booster Gold. But then a lot of people are very skeptical of Booster Gold and don't like him because he's showboat. A lot of superheroes don't like him either. Superman, right up front, states how he does not like how Booster Gold does things. And Booster Gold has a lot of confrontations with a lot of superheroes in this comic. Superman, the Legion of Superheroes, the Justice League, hell, the Teen Titans even make an appearance. Booster Gold does a lot of team-ups in this. So Booster Gold grows as a character in this too. He comes off as a completely selfish, shameless, egotistic bastard. And while he still is at the end of the book, he starts to grow a bit, and he realizes that, well, yeah, it's cool to have money, and while it's okay to be popular and all that stuff, you know, there's a lot of trials that you have to go through, and, you know, being a hero is what's important. And see, Booster Gold's not a bad person. He's a faulted person. He's very flawed. Now, I think Booster Gold is what a lot of people would be if they were a superhero. Because a lot of people, if they had superpowers, would market themselves. See, Booster isn't completely shameless. He just has the perspective as a football player. You know, sports players, football players, professional athletes, they promote themselves. Booster thinks a superhero should do that. Booster Gold's just flawed, and I think a lot of people, if they were put in Booster Gold's situation, would do pretty much the exact same thing. But Booster grows as a character, and he goes through a lot of trials. He's weighed down by his popularity, he's weighed down by his public image, and he starts to learn the rights and wrongs of being in the public eye as a superhero. Now, the graphic novel itself, this contains all of Booster Gold's first run in the modern continuity. This is one of the Showcase Presents that actually doesn't deal with the Silver Age or earlier works before the Crisis of Infinite Earth. See, Booster Gold only shows up in the modern continuity. So this deals with his first 25 issues in his first run. It also deals with Secret Origins, so 35. So this deals with all of Booster Gold's first run. Now, there is Booster Gold from 2007 on, which was kind of started back up by Jeff Johns, but this isn't it. This deals with only his first run before he kind of became Justice League material. And in this, see, the thing about this comic is fun. It is fun. It is enjoyable, and it's a nice read. But it's really Booster Gold and Skeets that make this comic good. It's interesting to see him in the celebrity eye. It's dealt well how he is as a celebrity, but this has many faults to it, too. See, Booster Gold and Skeets are fantastic characters. They work so well together. And Booster's journey is very nice. But his supporting characters suck. His villains suck. And a lot of the more enjoyable stories in this are team-ups with the likes of Superman, the Legion, and the Justice League. Or dealing with a lot of villains that come from other superheroes. So, Booster Gold alone, at least in these comics, not talking about the run now, but at least in these comics, doesn't work so well in his own comic. He works well with team-ups. But Booster Gold and Skeets are fantastic characters. They're what makes this comic. The comic isn't fantastic, it's Booster Gold and Skeets that are fantastic. Let me give you an example. Batman R.I.P. is a fantastic comic. It is not Batman that makes it fantastic, it's Grant Morrison's writing of the comic that makes it fantastic. This comic's writing is okay, but it's Booster Gold that makes this fantastic. I think the only thing that stands out in this comic is how Booster Gold's celebrity status is dealt with. Now, yeah, the supporting characters and the villains and some of the stories aren't that great, but around the 5th issue it starts to pick up, and there are some interesting stories. Dealing with Superman and the Legion, that was fun. Going into the future was kind of cool, and the Manhunter situation really brought Booster Gold full circle. So, despite the fact that this has many flaws, and it does have many flaws in it, I'm not ignoring this, Booster Gold and Skeets make this story great. And I think it would be a great added collection to any comic book enthusiast collection. The other great thing about this is you get the entire run of Booster Gold on here, the first entire run. And Booster Gold has a small amount of comics that if you wanted to get into them, you could pick this up and then go right into the stuff that has happened since 2007. So on the whole, I mean, the whole first run of Booster Gold for $16, that's not a bad deal. It's really up to you on whether or not you like the Booster Gold character. So if you like the Booster Gold character, you're going to look past some of the faults in this and enjoy it for what it is. But if you don't like Booster Gold, then I'd suggest avoiding this, because it's really Booster Gold and Skeets that make this comic what it is. So, with that said, I enjoyed Booster Gold Showcase Presents, and I will be reviewing other Booster Gold material in the future. Like I said, I love him as a character. Other people may not enjoy this, but again, I'm not other people. So, if you like Booster Gold or you're interested in getting into him, you can't go wrong with this. It does have faults, but it's an enjoyable read. So, with that said, this is Andrew saying, peace out for now.